Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be November favorites. I've got all this good makeup sitting right here that I want to show you that I've been loving this month. I'm trying to think anything I need to tell you guys. It's December, what the heck? Where has this year gone? I feel like it was just the first day of summer like a few days ago and now we're already almost at Christmas. Like, what? And I did put up my Christmas tree. I Snapchatted it, so hit me up on Snapchat if you don't follow me on Snapchat. I was gonna film in front of my tree today, but it didn't really work out because I couldn't get the lighting right. It's right next to a window, so I think I'm gonna have to try to film maybe at nighttime so you can see like all the lights and stuff that I put up. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into my favorites. So first up, I have the Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I have been using this for the past month or so, ever since it came out, and I really, really like it so far. This is a nutrient-rich face primer, so it provides a barrier between your skin and your makeup that goes right on top. I swear by primers. I always use a primer before I put any kind of makeup on, even if I'm going to do powder foundation. It's in this little frosted glass bottle and it comes with a pump. Anything that comes with a pump is automatic brownie points for me because that way you don't have to like be dipping into a product and getting germs into it. So it comes with a little pump and it does smell kind of like coconut, really fresh, and I just love the way that it feels on my skin. I think I used it in 1 or 2 tutorials recently, but I put it all over my face before my makeup and it just makes my makeup look flawless and even, and it feels really good on the skin. Especially during winter time, I try to use primers that are a little bit more nourishing on the skin because my skin does tend to get a little bit dry, especially like around my nose area and my chin and like the middle of my forehead, because usually I'm oily, but during the winter I get a little bit drier. So far I am loving this primer. I've had a lot of you guys ask me if I've tried it, and I have, and so far I really, really like it. This has been my go-to foundation all month. Ever since I got it, I am beyond obsessed, and it is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation for normal to oily skin. You guys have been telling me to try this for a long time now. I think it came out earlier this year. I tried the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, but I couldn't find a shade to really match me, so I'd kind of given up on Maybelline foundations. But this one I got in the shade 128 Warm Nude, and it's what I have on today. I know last month I mentioned the Coge&Do Aqua Foundation. This reminds me of a drugstore dupe for the Coge&Do Aqua Foundation, and it keeps me matte, but I don't look super dry. I've been wearing this in all of my pictures and all of my videos, I feel like, the past month, and it just wears all day long. The coverage is medium to full. You could sheer it out if you wanted to with like a face oil, but I like to apply this with my beauty blender, and it covers up all of your imperfections and just looks flawless. And I find that it doesn't emphasize pores. I know it says poreless, but it really does just make your skin look even. I have larger pores on my nose and like around my nose area, and it makes it look flawless. It fills everything in. I'm just so amazed with this foundation, and you can find it at the drugstore. It is hands down one of the best foundations I have ever tried in my life, you guys. Like, what took me so long to try this? I don't know. So this is another one of those products where I'm like, where have you been my entire life? And this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I picked this up a little bit over a month ago. Whenever Sephora was having their 20% off sale, I picked this up, and let me tell you guys, this is the best under eye corrector I have ever used. I used to use the Bobbi Brown ones, but they tend to crease underneath of the eyes. This one does not crease or settle into fine lines at all. And what this is it's a salmon peachy tone corrector. So you put it right where you have darkness underneath of your eyes. I know I've used it in at least one tutorial. I think my rose gold tutorial. But you put it underneath where you have darkness, and then I like to blend mine out with my beauty blender because the formula is really thin, but it's tacky. So it's an amazing primer for underneath of your concealer. This works for 2 reasons. First is the tone. So the color just helps to counteract any of that darkness underneath the eyes. If you've ever just tried a brighter concealer and you put it under the eyes, but then you feel like it didn't do anything, it's like it's still dark and it almost looks gray, that's because you need a color corrector first to really counteract that darkness. The second reason this works is because it's an illuminating corrector, so it reflects light back at you. I don't know if you can tell in the pan, but it has almost like an iridescence to it, so when you put it underneath of the eyes, it tone corrects and then it reflects light back, so that way all that darkness is being counteracted and it's really bouncing the light, so that way it's not so dark underneath of that area. This product is genius. I'm in love with it. I was worried at first because it is a little bit thicker of a consistency. I was worried it was going to look really cakey underneath of the eyes, but it doesn't at all. It's tacky, but it's still thin at the same time. It's a really, really great formula. You can see how much of a dent I've put in this. I've been using it every time I do my makeup. It is amazing. I just realized I forgot to put mascara on my lower lashes, so I just added a little bit. Casual. So my go-to concealer I've been using all month over that Becca corrector is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. I use the color number 4. I think it's called Flesh, and this is an amazing concealer. I've had it in my collection for a while, but you guys know I love my NARS Radiant Concealer. If not, I usually use the Urban Decay Naked Skin, so I decided to try something else, and I have been loving this all month. This sucker is full coverage. Like, it will cover anything. Dark circles, acne, hyperpigmentation. I think it also claims that it can cover tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, so I couldn't try that out, but I have been loving this to highlight my face this month. I feel like it's a hybrid between a cream and a liquid concealer because it's definitely a lot thicker of a concealer, but it blends out so easily, and I find that it still doesn't really crease underneath of my eyes, so I like to use it underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose to highlight, and I've been loving it. I've also been using it like around my nose. I've been getting a lot of redness. I don't know if it's rosacea or what's going on, but I find during winter around my nose gets so red. So if you guys have the same issue, let me know what you did to fix it. I've been thinking about going to a dermatologist because it's been really bad. Like, my nose just looks so angry. But anyways, I've been using it to cover that and then also any acne that I have, and it is amazing. It also says that it's waterproof. I haven't put that to the test, but especially during summer I always get questions about waterproof makeup, so that's a plus. Again, this is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. I feel like I haven't mentioned a blush in a really long time, but this blush I've been wearing every single day. I also have it on today, and this is from MAC, and this is the matte blush in the shade Prism. This is a really beautiful pinkish muted brown color, and it's just so neutral, perfect for every day. You guys know I love to highlight, so I don't often wear a really glowy blush because I know I'm going to highlight. I haven't really been into the really intense blushes for a long time. I used to be really into like really apricot and peach and pink blushes, but recently I've been more into like the bronzy or understated cheek, so this has been perfect for me. I just put a little bit of it right above my contour, and I've been wearing it every single day. So next I have this Morphe eyeshadow palette, and this is the 35K palette. I believe this is new. I know on their website it says that it is new, but look at how gorgeous this palette is. I love, oh my gosh, you guys know I love the 350 palette, and I think it's still sold out. So I wanted to try something different that you guys could get, and I have been loving all of these colors. I've been thinking about using it in a tutorial, so let me know if you guys want that. I feel like this is a more winter appropriate version of the 350. I used to be so into warm tones, and I still kind of am, but I've been gravitating more towards cool tones lately, and I love how this has a mix of both neutral and cool tones. Like, more on the bottom you have like all of these gray and taupe shades, but then you still have warm browns up at top. This gold is stunning. I wore it last week and I'm obsessed with it. So it comes with 35 eyeshadows and it's $22. You can't beat that for the quality of these shadows, and I do have a 10% off code with Morphe. It's just Amanda. I'll link it down below if you forget. But this palette is gorgeous. Let me know if you guys want a tutorial, but like, look at how pigmented these shadows are. Like, seriously, you guys, look at that. Look at that. So I've been using the same black eyeliner for a couple years now. I usually use the Buxom one, but I actually found a new favorite. This is even blacker and more intense than the Buxom one, and this is from YSL. I got this, I think it was like in a Sephora perk. I know I didn't buy it. It was like in a 500 point perk, or I don't know, some kind of perk I know that I got this in, and I think it's just their black liner. It just says Yves Saint Laurent waterproof. When you put it on your waterline, it is so black and so intense, and when I like to smoke out my lower lash line, I need something that's really dark and black and something that's easy to blend out as well. You don't want something that dries too quickly. When you put this in the waterline, it just looks so dramatic and stark, and that's what I want. I hate black eyeliners that you put on, they look almost gray, or like you're piling it on and it's not showing up. This is like one swipe and it is so intense and it is so black. Also, it's waterproof and I have contacts, so sometimes my eyes tend to water and it will not budge, it will not go anywhere. I know I've used this as well in some tutorials the past month, but I've got to buy the full size once I run out. I don't know how much it is. I'm sure it's expensive. It's YSL, but I think it's totally worth it. It's the best black eyeliner I've ever tried in my life. Next up are some lashes. So I want to talk about the lashes I have on because I love them. These are the new lashes from Velour. They are silk lashes and I believe they're only at Sephora. I'm wearing the fluff and edgy ones, and I feel like you can tell a good pair of lashes if you can wear them without any eyeliner or eyeshadow and they look natural, or you can't see the band and you can blend them really well. So I'm wearing the fluff and edgy, and then I also got the fluff and thick. I'm going to show you. These are so pretty. So here are the fluff and thick ones. I cannot wait to wear these. So I've been trying to get more into cream contouring. I used to do it all the time and then I feel like I just kind of stopped. So I have fallen in love with this brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe 459 and I have been using this all month to cream contour and it is amazing. I've tried a few brushes like this shape in the past from different brands and I was never really crazy about them, but I am crazy about this brush. It's kind of like an oval shape, if you can see. It's like, it's not completely like square. It's really soft too, and it just applies the cream so precisely, but you can also blend it out with this brush. I use this brush today with my Laura Mercier cream contour kit and I love the way that it applies product. I also use it, it's small enough to use on the sides of your nose, and then I use it around my temples. So if you're looking for a good contour brush, I highly recommend this. I know it's on sale right now on their website because I looked it up for you guys and it's $11, and then I have that 10% off code. So you can't beat that. So again, this is the Morphe 459. Next, I want to mention the nail polish that I have on right now. I told you guys I'm going to try to start mentioning these in my favorites video, but this is the Formula X nail polish in the shade Exquisite. I feel like it looks darker on camera than it actually is, but it's a really beautiful creamy plum shade. I feel like it's perfect for the season. I actually was hanging out with my mom yesterday and she was like, I love that color, but you need to do your nails more of a holiday color. And I'm like, Mom, what does that even mean? Like, I feel like this is enough color for me. I don't experiment with too much color on my nails. I'm usually pretty neutral. You guys, this fragrance is bomb.com. So this is the YSL, I think it's pronounced L'Homme. I believe it means man. My friend told me how to pronounce this, but I'm pretty sure it's L'Homme, so we're gonna go with that. This is actually a men's fragrance, but I know some of YSL fragrances are actually unisex, so we're just gonna say it's unisex even if it's not. So I'm gonna read some of the notes that are in it. Bergamot, cedar. You know what's funny is that a lot of the candles I have both bergamot and cedar in it. White ginger, basil, white pepper, cedar wood. I love cedar wood. Violet leaves, tonka bean. I also love tonka bean. I'm not kidding you guys. This smells so beautiful. It's very warm and cozy and very, very sexy. I love cozy, sexy scents that are very warm. Usually I'll go to like Flower Bomb or Elizabeth and James Nirvana White, and this is in that exact same family. It's definitely more of a night fragrance in my opinion, but I will spray this on and all night I can just smell it and I'm like falling in love with this scent, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope people like this as much as I do. I can't get enough of it. I know it's men's, but it smells so beautiful on my skin. You know, every fragrance is gonna mix different with your pheromones and it just smells so good. You guys know what time it is. Lip favorites. My first lip favorite is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Androgyny. This color is amazing. I know it sold out really quickly, but I did see on Instagram, I believe it's coming back in February. First of all, the packaging is fabulous. It is so, so adorable. I love the packaging. It's so sleek, but the color is out of this world. It's just up my alley. These are my favorite kind of lip colors to wear, and it's just a darkened, dusty rose shade. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand for you. Also, I love the applicator. I don't have anything quite like this. The applicator is slanted and it has like a little bit of a hole which stores some of the product, so you get more product in one swipe on your lip. But this color, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I was actually gonna wear it today, but I feel like I always wear these kind of colors. Not that it's ever stopped me before. So I got a few of these last month and Snapchatted them, and everyone was asking me to do a review and video on them of how I liked the formula. I love the formula. It's so easy to wear, and as you can see, it's so pigmented and it dries to a matte finish, but it's not extremely drying. It's really comfortable. You guys know I love liquid lipsticks, and of course liquid lipsticks are going to be dry. They're going to stay on your lips all day, but it is so nice. One of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas, to be honest with you. I also have another color from Jeffree Star, and this is from the holiday line, and this is called Ho Ho Ho. This color is beautiful. I wore it in my lip filler Q&A video, and it's a red, but it has like a pink iridescence to it, like a fuchsia iridescence. I don't know that you're going to be able to pick it up on camera or not. I honestly don't have anything like it because it's that red with that metallic, but it's not in your face. It's just like the slightest iridescence, and it's beautiful. It's perfect for holiday time, and I'm obsessed with it, and it made my lips look really pouty. So ColourPop came out with some new ultra matte lip colors. Honestly, my favorite package to get in the mail, so you guys know I had to show you my favorite, and this is what I was wearing in my last video, and this is the new color in Teeny Tiny, and it reminds me a lot of Chili Chili, which is one of my all-time favorites from ColourPop, but it's a little bit more on the taupey side. I know I talked about it on Snapchat, so I'm going to swatch it for you guys, and this lasts all day long. I wore it to film, and then I'd eaten lunch, I had drank, and everything lasted. Even like on the inner part of my lip where sometimes it can wear off, it just lasted all day. So here is Teeny Tiny. You can see it's like a lot lighter than Androgyny, but it's in the same kind of family. A little bit more of like a taupey brown undertone. It is gorgeous, and you guys know I love ColourPop. I'm obsessed with their ultra matte lip colors. They're only $6 and they last all day long. So my last liquid lip is a new shade from Dose of Colors, and this is called Bear With Me, and this is like a flesh nude shade. And oh my gosh, it's so pretty for when you want that really blanked out nude lip color, maybe with a really dramatic holiday smoky eye. So this is Bear With Me right here. I think this will look the most natural on more fair skin tones. If you are darker, I would manipulate it with a lip liner, or even apply it first on your finger and just like dab it on the lips to kind of sheer out the color, or even just put it in the center of like a darker brown nude to kind of make an ombre lip. But because it is so light, you're gonna have to be careful, I think, if you are a little bit darker skin tone. So the last lip favorite I have is from MAC, and this is their matte lipstick in Velvet Teddy. I am running pretty low of my Velvet Teddy. I love this lipstick. I used to wear this, I feel like, every single day last year. It's what I have on my lips right now. I paired it with Spice lip liner from MAC. This is my favorite MAC lipstick ever. Out of all of their colors, Velvet Teddy is my favorite. It's just my go-to. You know, when I want something a little bit more low-key or something everyday that's comfortable, I will put this on because it is matte, so it's gonna stay put on your lips, but it's so creamy. It's not drying at all. It's so comfortable. Definitely a lot easier to wear than a liquid lipstick, and I know I kind of put him on the back burner because I've been wearing so many liquid lipsticks, obviously, but I pulled him back out this month and I've been wearing it quite a bit and I love it. So I'm going to swatch it on my hand for you, but the swatch doesn't even do it justice. It is so beautiful. So my next favorite is this wig. I first started using wigs, I guess I mentioned it in my October favorites. That was the first time I'd worn this wig. I wore it straight. I am obsessed because I wanted to go for like a Kim Kardashian cut when her hair was short. I loved her hair short. So when I got this wig, that was the kind of look that I was going for. And I didn't think I would look good with short hair. That's why I've never cut my hair. Plus I'm a chicken. So I was like, well, let me experiment with this and see how real it looks and if I can get it to work. And I love Love this wig. I do have a few more that I'm going to be playing with soon. I know I wore the red one in my last video, but this is my favorite wig. I think it looks so real. It's real hair. I'll link the exact wig down below. I also have a coupon code for them. It should be just Amanda, and I think it's $35 off of their normally priced wigs. If you're on the fence about changing your hair, whether it's color or cut, try a full lace wig. They look so real. You can style them, you can color them, and I am obsessed with them. If you guys want a video of how I put it on and stuff, let me know, because I know tons of you guys have been Snapchatting me and tweeting me and saying to do a video on it, but thumbs up the video and let me know down in the comments and I will do it, because I think I'm starting to get it down. So that wraps up my November favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe if you did. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!